Winter is almost over, but these last few weeks can be the most challenging for our houseplants. The shorter days, dry indoor air, and fluctuating temperatures can take a toll on even the hardiest plants. But don't worry! With the right houseplant care techniques, you can ensure your green friends stay vibrant and strong until spring arrives. In today's video, we'll cover essential indoor plant care tips, discuss sustainable gardening practices, and even explore a DIY vertical garden project to refresh your space. Whether you're a beginner or a seasoned plant lover, these seasonal planting tips will help your plants thrive in the final stretch of winter. Before we dive in, make sure to subscribe to Time for Gardening for more plant care tips, hit the like button if you love green spaces, and drop a comment below telling us about your favorite houseplant. Now, let's get started. Winter's end is a tricky period for houseplants. Even though we're eager for spring, plants still struggle with limited sunlight and dry indoor air. The heating systems in our homes can lower humidity levels drastically, causing leaf browning, curling, and even dropping. Additionally, many plants enter a dormant state, meaning they require less water and nutrients than in the growing seasons. Overwatering during this period is a common mistake, leading to root rot. The key is to observe your plant's needs rather than stick to a rigid watering schedule. Another factor to consider is temperature fluctuations. Even slight changes, like a warm afternoon followed by a cold night, can stress plants. Keep your plants away from drafty windows, doors, or heating vents. Instead, place them in a stable environment with indirect sunlight. Using a humidity tray or a room humidifier can make a huge difference in mimicking a plant's natural habitat. Proper late winter care ensures your plants don't just survive, but thrive as they transition into spring. Watering is one of the most misunderstood aspects of indoor plant care, especially during seasonal transitions. As winter fades, some plants will gradually start to wake up from dormancy, but they don't need full springtime watering just yet. It's essential to check the soil before adding water. Stick your finger about an inch deep. If it's dry, it's time to water. If it's still moist, wait a few more days. Overwatering can suffocate the roots and create an ideal environment for fungus gnats and mold growth. Another great practice is bottom watering, where you place the plant's pot in a tray of water and let it soak up moisture through the drainage holes. This encourages deep root growth and prevents overwatering issues. Additionally, using lukewarm water instead of cold water can prevent shocking your plants, which is especially important for tropical varieties. These small adjustments can significantly impact your plant's health as they prepare for the lush growth of spring. Late winter still brings shorter days, so making the most of available sunlight is crucial. Move your plants closer to south or east-facing windows where they can receive the most light, but be careful of cold drafts. If your home doesn't get much natural light, consider grow lights to supplement the missing daylight. Full-spectrum LED lights are a great investment for sustainable gardening, ensuring your plants receive enough light without wasting energy. Rotating your plants every few days also helps them grow evenly rather than stretching toward one light source. If you notice leggy or pale growth, that's a sign your plant needs more light. For plants that naturally thrive in low light conditions, like peace lilies or snake plants, you can keep them where they are, but ensure they're not in complete darkness. Maximizing sunlight is key to preventing slow growth and keeping your plants vibrant as spring approaches. Dry indoor air is one of the biggest challenges for plant lovers during winter. Since heaters strip moisture from the air, many houseplants, especially tropical ones like ferns, calatheas, and monsteras, struggle to retain the humidity they need. A simple solution is to group plants together, which creates a microclimate with higher moisture levels. Another option is using a pebble tray filled with water under plant pots to slowly release humidity. A humidifier is one of the best investments for plant health, especially if you have multiple tropical varieties. Aim for a humidity level between 50 to 60% for optimal growth. If you don't have a humidifier, misting your plants occasionally can help, but avoid misting directly onto delicate leaves, as excess moisture can lead to fungal diseases. Keeping humidity levels balanced will keep your plants lush and prevent crispy edges or browning tips. Late winter is the perfect time to assess your plants and prepare them for repotting in early spring. If you notice roots growing out of drainage holes or compacted soil that dries out quickly, your plant is likely outgrowing its pot. Repotting before the active growing season gives roots the space they need to flourish. Choose a pot that's 1 to 2 inches larger than the current one and use fresh, well-draining soil to provide the best environment for root health. While repotting, inspect the roots for any signs of rot or disease and trim away any unhealthy portions. Adding organic compost or a slow-release fertilizer can help boost plant growth as they transition into spring. However, avoid over-fertilizing too soon, as plants are still adjusting from dormancy. A well-timed repotting session can rejuvenate your houseplants and set them up for an incredible growing season ahead. As winter ends, it's time to start thinking about the best flowers for spring that you can introduce into your indoor garden. Some easy care options include African violets, orchids, and begonias, which add vibrant colors while thriving indoors. If you want to transition some plants outdoors once it gets warmer, consider primroses, daffodils, and snapdragons, all excellent choices for early spring gardens. You can also experiment with forcing bulbs indoors to enjoy blooms before spring officially arrives. Hyacinths, tulips, and crocuses can be planted in small containers and will brighten your home just in time for the season change. Choosing the right flowers ensures that your indoor and outdoor garden bursts with color as soon as temperatures warm up. If you're running out of space but want to add more plants, a DIY vertical garden is a fantastic solution. Wall-mounted planters, hanging baskets, and trellises allow you to grow herbs, trailing plants, and flowers in a compact space. This is especially useful for small apartments or homes with limited windowsills. Using repurposed materials like wooden pallets or metal grids adds a sustainable gardening touch to your vertical garden. Some easy plants to include are pothos, ivy, ferns, and even small edible herbs like basil and thyme. A well-designed vertical garden adds aesthetic appeal while improving indoor air quality. Taking care of your houseplants in the final weeks of winter ensures they enter spring strong and healthy. From adjusting watering routines to increasing humidity and preparing for repotting, small changes make a big impact. Don't forget to subscribe to Time for Gardening for more seasonal plant care tips, like this video if you found it helpful, and share your favorite winter plant care tip in the comments. Happy gardening!